So today I'd like to tour my nice oceanside resort. Just like to apologize in advance for both the low frame rates and the annoying fan sound in the main video. I can't really, as you can see, the computer's dying already. I can't afford to run it without the fan for long periods of time. Okay. So basically the whole start of it is just this interesting little platform I got here, which is itself based off of just a custom platform, one of those types that when you I'll just jump off and have hard mode anyways, creative mode. So let's see, basically when you get a platform and you put it up against the cliff, it goes into sort of cliff hugging variant, so I did that to start off there, and as you can see right there, and then so I'm just going to put up daytime brightness a bit, which might help. Yeah. So yeah, you can see how they've got the custom platform there, and then I just have stairs leading off from that, from over there. I have the pole starting up there so that the pole sticks in the custom platform and doesn't really try to go through to the ground. And then from there I just built up some custom walls and rock walls to eventually end up with this nice little platform here, which I ended up putting rock walls in between as the actual sort of a walkthrough, because it kind of messes with the enemy's pathing for some reason, so I tend to use rock walls if I'm trying to get them to not get to me. Yeah, so the reason I did rock walls and what you call them, the custom wood walls here is because I wanted to get that nice sort of not quite half level wood little railing there to be able to put something else on, because I saw that in somebody else's build, Ford on Zuma server. If you want to check them out, I'll probably put a link in just in the description and up here, a card or something. But yeah, basically you just have since rock walls and wood walls are different heights, then you stack them on top of each other, or not, well, you can on top of each other too to get interesting heights as well, but I was just doing on top of themselves to eventually end up at different heights at looks like the second intersection of the wood height, so I got the level I wanted right there, so yeah. And then under here I was just thinking this is kind of like a little guard post where people would look out and try and shoot enemies if they do happen to be kind of massing right there. Nice little thing here. I didn't bother putting stuff in. I probably should have put like a weapon rack or two, but whatever. Kind of lazy at this point. I just wanted to get this base done because I've been working on it for. Well, I finished working on it like months ago, but I just when the devs moved that thing from over here, they moved it over there, the lookout pole, so then it became vulnerable. So, and also I think this one glitched after a long time, but that's okay. That usually happens with custom stairs, but the fact that they moved my pole, I was very disheartened, so I stopped building for a long time. So yeah, basically we just have the nice little entranceway here, and then I'll light these later on when it's more. Now it's just getting to dawn now, there's no point really. But yeah, nice little twin pillars of fire to light the night. When I built the bonfires there, I didn't realize that I can't remember, because at this point when bonfires go out, then they burst and then they die, and then you have to try and replace the blueprints. But replacing the blueprints can be pretty difficult, so I think back when I made them, they just dropped a blueprint of themselves down again, so it was easier to do it, but they kind of didn't work, so yeah. The first level of the resort, if you will. Basically it's kind of the cafe sort of area where all the business, I would imagine the business people would come in. So, you have a couple of booths over there, you have the, that's over here I have some couches and stuff because I wanted this to be sort of a waiting room while you waited to be, processed to, well, not processed, that sounds kind of ominous, but go to the right in here, the check-in station, there would be somebody sitting in that chair and talk to you, and then you come over here, and then you'd come up here and talk to them, and maybe there's somebody here as well. They're all just as the guard state, or I don't know. It's supposed to be a bit more civilized than needing a guard station, but there are cannibals around, so it's a bit of a multifunctional place. And normally it would just be the coat check, if you will. So yeah, let's see. Oh shoot, I forgot to plant something in that planter. Yeah, so then you would go over here and you'd be like, oh yes, I'll have some tea with my friend here in this nice little alcove, little cranny over here. I'm trying to think of a booth, that's what I said earlier. Nice little booths. I think my favorite viewpoint is probably this one over here, where I messed up the table, so I had to use a custom foundation. But that's not really why I like it, it's just like the view of the mountain. Oh right, I don't need that daytime brightness really affects the fog. At least it feels like it. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I was thinking that this table might be more of like a smokers only lounge or something. That's like an ashtray or something like that. Whereas the other ones are all non-smoking and it's more for eating. Got the regular tables there. Got also underneath all these stairways up to the next level, I have just little alcoves for supplies, various kinds. Alright, we're already in this one. Then the last booth over here, which, to be honest, is probably the worst booth. I don't know, the view's kind of meh. It's kind of right between the cool sea view over that way, and then the what do you call it, the land view is a little bit lackluster right about here. Oh, there goes some enemies. You guys don't want to come into the resort, I guess? You don't want to wait in the waiting room right here? It is kind of boring. I'm going to sit here and wait for everybody else to finish. So, what about that weather, huh? Seems to be going kind of slowly. Might be because I put the game time scale down and I forgot about that. Oops. So, about that weather. Kind of have a slight fetish for putting target hunting targets right beneath stairways. I don't know why. It just kind of creeped me out having a little face there. I like it. So, yeah, we got the main stairway heading up to the kitchen there. I guess there's quite a few main stairways. There's that one, and then this one, there's the stairs non-functional. Oh, there. Just weirdly delayed. So yeah, we have 1, 2, 3 more stairs here. So this is the main mess hall, main kitchens. This is where everybody would come hang out to eat. As you can see, I was pretty lazy with the, I just plonked down a regular table, regular chairs, didn't bother doing anything neat like Llama job queue style furniture. I don't know if you've seen their channel, you usually do pretty fancier furniture. Could have done a couch right here, but I don't know. It's just super lazy at this point of the build. I'm not, but there we go. So, yeah, that's the where everybody would sit. The mess hall, it's more for the less fancy people upstairs. I'll show you when I get to the next level. These kitchens serve both the mess hall and the lower booths down there. The fancy, there's more of a cafeteria down there, is more of a fancy restaurant kind of feel. So we got the big ass bonfires up in here. Make a nice little, again, when I placed these, I didn't realize that they are, once these burn out, they're going to explode, and I can't, they're not safe, because then I'll lose them forever. Got all the sticks that I need to start kindling in there, and then got the bigger logs to burn in here, as if imagining they would stay, but I was trying to mess around with putting the next level of just various stuff on top of rocks. In this case it was, you know, just the next level of the log holders on the rocks to make it a neat little phased look, although I was trying to avoid the rock showing the front as much, so I didn't get quite successful on this one, but I don't know, I've discovered better ways since then, but kind of neat. Oh shoot, I forgot to put rabbits in here. Whatever. Basically, we got the rabbit cages in here, and then you'd put them here, because this is a smoker fire. Got the fires down there, and then lead up and smoke through all these. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put the herbs in there too. If I take the meat, there we go, you can see you can plant herbs in there, so it's usually a nice little, as you can imagine, nice little herbal smoker for the meat there. But, little harvesting area for all the animals, and little feeding troughs for the bunnies. I forgot to do a feeding troughs for ones down here, but we'll just pretend that those are the bad bunnies and they don't get feeding troughs. Yeah, I think that's all in the second level here, except for this light strip, sort of, can't really see it right now. I'll come back down here maybe at night, but I just made a, well, as you can see, just a sandwich of the basic building stuffs, and then put a bunch of lights inside to have a light strip of lighting kind of style. Yeah. I think maybe I'll go on upstairs to the third level here. So yeah, this is the what the cafeteria would be for, is the more rough and ready people who would be visiting the gym, which I spent a decent amount of time trying to get all the random structures placed just right to make them actually look like various gym equipment that you might see. Got my what do you call it, exercise bikes up in here. Got the punching bag over here. It's inspired by BRT Cobra's chandelier design. Probably link a video up in the top there. And then I got this pretty shitty water fountain. It was a very early concept idea. It doesn't look very good, but I don't know, it's a water fountain. There you go. So over here we got, let's see, we got the rowing machines. Kind of pretty shitty design. I don't know. It sort of looks like the thing you can sit on and run up and down, get the rowing exercise going. I couldn't think of a good way to make a some kind of a handle, because you normally have like a handle to actually you know, like have a resisting rope to pull on. Otherwise I don't really see how you would move with just your legs or something. I don't know, crab walking along. Got a chin-up bar over here. As you can see, it's just a food rack inside some wooden things. We got, or no, that's rock. We got some free weights over here, dumbbells. And you sit on here, do your free weights, or you can do the thing where you, I guess it's like incline flies or something like that. At this point, there was a dev update where they tried to fix roofs, but kind of fucked up some roofs, and this wasn't too pretty to begin with, but now it just doesn't look like much of anything at all. Just imagine that you would like kind of put your legs up here and then look upwards, lean down, and then kind of do your weights there. And we got this here, the preacher curl. Sit right here, and sit the wrong way and do it backwards, because that's how bosses do it. Let's see here. Jump up, be on this side, and then get on, right? Yeah. So then you would not be balanced for your preacher curl, but again, that's how you gotta do it. Increase strength training. No, so yeah, you got here, and then you would grab your bar and lift up. Yeah, get them gains, bro. And then the main attraction, this is actually what I just thought up when I was in a friend's world, actually Alm from Llama Joggu's world. Him and Sivo, I think, were just building some stuff, and then I came in, he's like, just build me something, and I was like, just thought for a few minutes, and I was like, what do I want to build here? I built a really shitty version of the bench press here, but now I've got the main recipe down pat, when it's not quite so laggy. There we go. So yeah, you start off with your one log, and then you sit here, lie down, look up, yeah, get them gains, lift them weights, yeah. You got the extra weights down here that you can add onto them, or as, I don't know, it depends on how you look at it, or it could just be the stop right here, the stick, so there as a stopper, so it doesn't come too far down, break your elbows and your chest and all that, if you can't handle your logs. Real men just increase their load of logs. Lift a bunch of, oh, okay, I guess we're not real men. I'm sorry. And, finally, up in here, we got the sauna. God damn, this is kind of laggy. But I'm not really sure what happened here, huh? Oh, I think, yeah, when they changed the deer skin and stuff, and just all the general changes with things, it must have placed this one deer skin here where it shouldn't belong. That's a shame. So yeah, you got a nice sauna in here to hang out. Pretty good. Hopefully when I get off this doesn't burn me. Yeah, nice. Got a nice view to look out at. Pretty sure I have the grass and the terrain and all that down on worst, so it's not that nice to look down right now. Yeah, let's head on up to the next level. So this was pretty much as far as I did for the longest time. This is when I was pretty much when I gave up, because that's when the devs made the changes. So then I gave up. So everything up until here I've only done in the last like month or so. Finally finished this build, just a little piece at a time. So basically I've got this little thing to kind of hint here at the purpose of this level, which is basically besides from having just a way up to the next level and this one table in this room and this one bedroom in here, which I was super lazy and I didn't even build much of. What the main focus of was for this level was this library here. Just a nice little hangout area to learn and get your knowledge on, and have a nice view through the windows here, and you know, just hang out and have a good time. Probably should have added more, I don't know, like chairs and such, but I don't know, I kind of like the walk-through feel of it, the breeziness of it all, not being too cluttered. And then, yeah, like I said, I was super lazy about the bedroom over here. I just put a bed down. I probably should have at least made some kind of custom bed shape stuff. Just so wanted to finish this build, to get the artwork shot done for the Steam uploads or whatever, because that's what I'm really trying to get done. Trying to get all my creations just kind of on there, so that they're all in one place. So now we've got the next level. Oh, got the next level here, which is the final level, the main hangout area where you would have just a nice view of the sunset, etc. I seem to have just missed. Oh no, there we go. You can just see it, and it's gone. That was the true final sunset, reserved for the very few who watch with me. They're too lazy or too clumsy to manage to catch the normal sunset. Yeah, this is just I don't know. I was getting super lazy, like I said. Just wanted to throw something in here to put fill the space a little bit. Come up through here. I hid the poles of the log tracks that I'm using for stairways up to the next level. I hid the poles of those with just some nice rock pillars that, from this angle right here, actually kind of blend in with the. They don't look like they're too offset, which unfortunately they are, but you saw nothing. Let's see what we got here. Just more garden action. Got a lot of them gardens. Nothing too fancy here. Ooh, can catch some moonrise. So, oh right, this is some Llama jockey furniture here. That's what I was talking about earlier. Got the nice stone surroundings, make them into nice couches. Makes for a good time. This is just kind of a lazy table, as you can see, just thrown up here to fill the space again. Kind of do like the dynamic it makes though, just having like this one chair over here, with the table behind it. You can stand right behind this chair, or you can be on that chair. Could be on the log bench over there as well. It's kind of funny. It's almost like a yin-yang moon. Let's see, what else here? Oh right, I forgot there's one fire inside here just around it. Adds a nicer feel to this upper level. Makes it feel a bit warmer. The next level, which originally I just kind of wanted to put some stones up in a nice diagonal shape, but that, I don't know, made for just such a nice, it was begging to have a custom floor strung between all of this and then be able to walk up here, so I just did that, and then I decided to have an interesting little guard room where I put, okay, it's just me, or is that doing some weird like 3D trickery there? Anyways, yeah, I got my animal guards, which are basically just made of one armor rack and then one trophy head, which is placed up against something. In this case, I was just super lazy and just built more of the bone fences because it kind of looks like it blends in anyways, but you know, you can do whatever you want to have that kind of look. Not really sure how I feel about the shark yet. He looks like he's ready to still kill me. The boar's more like, what's up guys, let's do this, defend this place. Deer, I don't even know what the deer's thinking. Ooh, I want to like this. So yeah, and then we also have the just some stuff here on the table just to make it look interesting. I don't know. The floors are strewn with leaves, like a nice little carpet. Although somebody told me they thought it was a just make it look almost like a trap of a place. I don't know. I thought it looked kind of nice and cozy. This turtle is actually the most terrifying of all the all the animal guards. I really don't want him to bite my goddamn nose off. Crocodile guy. Looking pretty good. And raccoon guy. Obviously the champion. So yeah, so from thenceforth you can go onto these stairs, or not stairs, roofs from here, and then you can just take a nice little stroll onto the, alright, I forgot, there's just a, just right down there you can see I just have some water collectors in a row to try and be reminiscent of a sort of a prototype of a water slide that I was working on my main base. Hopefully I get to making a better one, although the devs kind of copied the look by making the log sled turn, or not, yeah, log sled, I don't know, it sort of works. What's it called? I think it's called a log track, but it's made for sleds. Coaster. Yeah. Interesting how it's named. Coaster, log track, and then all the sleds. Very indicative of what it's supposed to be for, although I'm not really using it for the sleds. I'm just walking on it. I use it for logs sometimes too. So yeah, up here I just put a save point just because I thought it looked kind of funny sticking out of the roof with the logs, same shape and substance, the wood. So let's see, I think there's actually, instead of disturbing these two, which are nice and nestled in their little platforms, which I made up here, kind of makes the entire base look a little bit like a face, and those look like the ears, kind of. Anyways, say there's one more glider down here I'll just grab real quick instead, and then I'm also going to light these bonfires and everything else, since it's much better to see the nighttime view now. Very interesting. Does not work when I'm carrying the glider. No, it's just far enough away not for it to work, but close enough to do the action. Interesting. I don't think I've ever had that before. Alright, fit the hell out of them. Looks like a nice entryway into the base. Very warm and inviting. I think both of the bonfires in the kitchen have burnt out and died, so they're gone now, which is a tad of a shame. I'll go through this way just to get more of this view of the nighttime with all the lights going on. So this game really looks beautiful with all the lights. I don't get to use them often enough because I'm just working on my main base, which has way too much going on to support building lights, because as you can see my computer is struggling even just recording this with a relatively small build, but with all these lights. Yeah, the bonfires are gone now, and it's very hard to place them again inside of all these all this stone ringing here. The gym looks a little bit, not exactly lackluster, but pretty much the same at night. Ooh, forgot there's a nice little view from through these stones. Obviously there's going to be not much going on in these two rooms. Oh, forgot there's no door there, you have to go back through this room. The library feels a little bit boring, but again, that's kind of what a library is. I don't know. Maybe I could work on it a bit more, but I don't know. I just really wanted to finish this project and have it put out so that people could see what I was up to. So, been sitting on it for way too damn long. I just need to kick myself in the ass and get to work. Stop fooling around. Ooh, I wonder if there's a nice view of the moon at this time. There is. Not sure if it's the best view though. I think I can get better. Excuse me, let me by. I'm not sure. Is it just the glider blocking me? It was, damn. Very, very calming up here. I'm quite happy to finally be done with this build. Be able to show it off. Hopefully give other people some ideas for what you can do for neat stuff. Well, I think that's all I really need to show you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I did. So, bye.